Okay, guys. Remember every time I say that the episode just of DC Monday is originally going to be a double episode with first with the topics and then the movies, then a movie review. Damn dog. Well, unfortunately, there's been a change of plans. First, it's the scheduling, or it's a movie, and then it's the topics regarding to the Oscars. See if Joker wins. My bro, if really want Joker to win, to be honest, to take home all 11, but me, I think Joker's going to take most of them. But for best film, it's going to go for 1917, an independent war film, which took place in England. And yes, I did see that movie, however. I am, of course, going to be talking about it. It's going to be recorded first, but I'm going to switch that out for later. The movie review of Birds of Prey will come second after the Oscars. And that's what I'm going to admit. Alright, enjoy the episode.
Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? When I was trying to get to this podcast off the ground, I had so many questions. How do I record an episode? Where do I find my background music? How do I get my show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other places people like to listen? Where do I find the advertisers? The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing and monetizing your podcast. And best of all, it's 100% free and 100% ridiculously easy to use. So, if you want to start a podcast, go to anchor.fm/start to join me and the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. I can't wait to hear your podcast.
Okay, everyone, I'm going to go see Birds of Prey and Booyah. With the key title suck, Harley Quinn. Of Harley Quinn. I'm going to warn you that this movie review will contain some raunchy humor and, of course, some vulgar language. So, listener discretion is advised. Alright. I just got done watching Birds of Prey and Harley Quinn. Now, let's just get serious for once. First, just want to say, of course, first, what am I going to talk about? It's this. Well, before I get to my final thoughts, let's break it down. Well, I just got the story. I gotta say that the story, it was okay. I mean, the Birds of Prey, And the story of this movie, that's okay. I mean, the premise where Harley Quinn has a counter with two different like some of the, of course, some of the scenes are funny and some of them are not. But like I say, it's just everything. Life isn't all life is not always about a party. But, you know what? That's what I'm saying, of course. But, the birds of prey, that's, of course, a bit, where they, of course, had to encounter with Rowan Zionis, who happens to be the owner of the strip club. Sorry, the owner of his club. I thought he had his own ammunition industries, Like I say, that's kind of not necessary to do that. The cast? Well, we already know about Margot Robbie, Harley Quinn. Not quite a fan of her in Suicide Squad. And I'm not a fan of her performance in there either. Well, okay. Little bit of a slight improvement from last time, but nope. Other than that, Rosie Perez, the last time she played a cop was in Pineapple Express. But, there's other casts that I don't know much about. I thought that whole role was well, she wasn't the star of it. Well, she's in the cast, but nope, don't know much about her. And then, of course, we have Ewan McGregor. His Black Mask. Just to say, I thought he did pretty spot on playing the villain. I mean, that's the actor who played a hero for long, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he's also going to be in the Disney Plus series of Obi-Wan Kenobi. But however, that's right now in a decline because of Kathleen Kennedy. That's for another time. However, I am going to say this, of course. This is why. That's why Harley will never ever be the one. No? That's what I'm saying. Of course. But the fight scenes, however, that is, of course, an amazing fight scenes. Like they did their own stunts, of course. And however, that's what I'm gonna say. Of course, I am quite intrigued with it, and that's what I'm saying. Of course. Fight scenes amazing, but we're gonna get to the last part. And I've never done this before. Is the film really woke? As everyone said? Surprisingly, nah, it's not that woke. It's just enjoyable. It's it's not we wouldn't call it enjoyable, but it's not that bad. The movie's not that bad. That's my final verdict. There's no woke situation. That's positive. Action sequences are positive. Ewan McGregor's a positive, but the rest, like I say, of course, the performance, the stunts, of course, the story, and Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, and not so much. That's my final verdict. Not that bad. But I would not say it's great, but it's slightly good. I say slightly. It's just not very good, but it's just slightly good. It's the action sequence, of course. But like I say, this next one, of course, I'm going to do will be a spoiler review. So, if you haven't seen Birds of Prey, and something of Harley Quinn, you might want to, of course, stop this audio right, or skip to the Oscars. Because, this would be this topic will be here soon, but I don't know. Other than that, you were warned. Look, guys, like I say, if you did not watch the Birds of Prey, the Fabulous Harley Quinn, you might want to go ahead and skip to the double feature transition, or the double episode transition, and then we get to how many Oscars the Joker win. Unless if you're not interested in that, then welcome aboard. Or if you did see it, welcome aboard. Well, I would say welcome ahoy, because, then we begin with the film, with Harley Quinn's backstory, with the, wait, is that a sperm to the egg? I mean, what the fuck? That's not what beginning means, Harley. And then we see her as a little baby in the animation. Ah, she's so cute. Ah, she's so cute. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. And then, of course, we get to, Harley Quinn. Throughout her life as a preteen girl, got a whip out of spanking by a nun with the ruler. And then, of course, we get to, of course, like I say, when she hit the nun, and that nun gets the word asshole. Then transition her to her occupation as a psychiatrist at Arkham Asylum. Yeah, I know where it already went to. It already involved with the tapes of Harley Quinn as Dr. Harleen Quinzel. And then we cut to Suicide Squad. Really? And then, the one that should have happened during Joker not giving a shit about Harley Quinn. That's what the romance should have been on Suicide Squad. As like I say, Joker treats her like shit. And then she was sobbing all the way. And she got a new apartment, and of course, she went on hell bands and hell racing. Of course, she got a piggy. Oh, wait. Okay. Are you trying to mirror Alexa Bliss, who actually has a pet pig? Really? Harley Quinn and a pig, comparing those two to Alexa Bliss and her pet pig. Wow. Trying to mirror that, even though that was her first gimmick in the main roster, where she became Harley Quinn. Where her attire was Harley Quinn. That little minx. And I mean Alexa Bliss. And then she made transition to a hyena. And then why not a hyena would not make good pets? That was the pet store owner said. And then he becomes a snack for the hyena. And then she still cries. And then we get to, of course, we get to, well, I'm just gonna say, stop chuckling, be serious. Of course, she went to the club she went to the club of Rowan, Sionis, who of course has when she destroyed the leg of Roman's driver. I thought that busted his nuts. And then we went in the truck, and of course to the necklace, and then flashback of Suicide Squad, which I am not a big fan of. That's what I'm saying, of course, that I'm not a big fan. And then we cut to 4 weeks earlier, after she destroyed... Oh, no. Wait, 4 hours earlier. Where we were introduced with Renee Montoya, played by none other than Rosie Perez, who of course played a police officer in the Pineapple Express, but unlike Renee Montoya, her character in the Pineapple Express is a corrupt cop. Trying to say. And then we of course, get to the Crossbow Killer. The name of the Crossbow Killer. Just killing the gangsters. Maybe she had a pass or something. And then, of course, she got the hit list. Shooting with guns, and they killed the one that go through his throat with a crossbow. And then there was an explosion outside, which cuts to the Ace Chemical explosion. Later at the city, Harley Quinn just explained the breakfast. I was like, oh, come on! Can you just explain? Can anyone explain it? And then it just turned out it's her famous egg sandwich. And then nothing else. Just run, and get chased by Renee Montoya. With an agenda. With, of course, her grievances. I don't know her grievance. The chase, and then, of course, with the sandwich, and then, of course, just had a slip up with the one of the demolition derby women, who gave her a double bird, Stone Cold style. What's her grievance for that? Demolition Derby, sucker punch. Wow, that is one dumb bitch. And I meant Harley Quinn. And then, of course, we cut to, of course, she made her get away. And then, of course, Renee Montoya just kicked. And then the sandwich, of course, and Harley Quinn mourns. I thought that would be the Joker, but she just mourned over a fucking sandwich. This is like Pikachu mourning over ketchup. You know? I mean, if I mourn over a barbecue, no? I mean, it's not like it's trying to do bestiality with it. Nah, fuck it. Let's just cut to what happens. And then she also had an encounter with the driver, who of course broke his legs. And then, of course, the pet owner's brother, with his grievance, just fed his brother to a fucking hyena. And then, of course, used garbage, and then missed the shot, and then, bang! Dead! Yeah, like they bang, the store owner's brother's dead, and then Renee dodged, but the former driver wasn't so lucky. And then, of course, she was ready to surrender. And unfortunately, we get to Ronan, who's like getting ready to do the killing. And then there's some weird fuck. Like, kind of look like Victor Sass or something. But I'm gonna reveal it later on. And then he ripped off the face of the man who broke the deal. Well, not broke the deal, but refused the deal. And then killed his wife. And originally, of course, he wants to spare the daughter. Until Saul and Nostril. And then he told the freak to kill her. That it looks like a fucking shit show. And then, of course, we get to why does he have driver? That, of course. And then, of course, we get to Harley Quinn using a disguise, entering the police station, and then kill everyone with a stone. Kill everyone with the stone, and then confetti. Oh yeah, that one's the best part, the confetti. The fucking confetti. Not for surprise, or does you bang, you're dead. Bang, you're dead. Bang, 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 you're dead, you're dead. And then, of course, use blast of the cannon, but how did she ever get there? And then, of course, we had to go 1 week earlier. For fuck's sakes! What else could there be? And then we cut to, of course, Harley Quinn with, of course, who was celebrated at the bar. Well, before we got to a week earlier. And then, having a good time, just fucking fast forward until she pukes. But a week earlier, we were at Roman's Sionis' club, where he's making a deal with Mr. Koss, who, of course, rejected the deal, and he paid the price. And then we get to the Black Canary, who is a lounge singer. And then, of course, has a girl, like a Chinese girl and a cast in her arm. And she, of course, took the money. But to tell you, that little one's clever. She is a thief. And then at the diamond, of course, it was revealed that Robin wants Black Canary to follow Sass. And then the diamond, of course, has been stolen. And then the girl got arrested. And then Harley Quinn was, of course, of course, drunk. And why am I, of course, going to that? Then we're going to cut to the next scene. Very important. And then she ended up in jail. But then, of course, Ronan has a prize. Not for her head, but for a diamond she just swallowed. And Rowan was not really happy. Just keep saying, fuck! Fuck off! Kind of like if Gordon Ramsay was feminine. Because Ewan McGregor is Scottish after all. And Gordon Ramsay is from England. And then, of course, that's where we get to that part. Of course, yeah, where I left off, Renee Montoya was called to the commissioner's office, and then of course had a tough relationship with the assistant, who turns out to be Renee's ex-girlfriend. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's going to be really long. I'm going to get, of course. And then Black Canary called Renee and say that the girl was the one who has a bounty. And then it's like, oh, fuck. And now we're back to Harley Quinn. Please, Harley, do not do any more backstories, or else I'm going to be really angry. Alright? And then, of course, he's gone, and then there's a confetti, and then she said, I know this guy. And then I took a look at the poster, I was like, oh, for fuck's sakes! Yeah, on the poster is my least favorite character ever. I'm not gonna lie, Captain Boomerang in the DCEU is the worst villain ever. His boomerang don't even kill. I'm saying that, I'm saying it's the truth. No one fucking likes Captain Boomerang. You don't like say, I fucking hate Captain Boomerang. But fuck him. Let's just cut what happens next. Then she tried to break the girl out of prison. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then sprinklers. And then trying to find the right cellmate. And then, unfortunately, that's where it all happens. And then, of course, one of the thugs that she teamed up with betrayed her, and to grievance, make a tattoo of the Joker. Of course, but let's go back what really happened of how she got into this mess. Harley Quinn? Well, let's see. She got knocked out, and then, of course, get to the the chair of Roman Sionis' club, and then, of course, with the guns. And no, guys, this is not a sexual gangbang. No, guys, they are not trying to make a Pornhub version of Harley Quinn. But with their dicks instead of their guns. And Rhoda just, ordered that person to cut her face unless she could get the girl. The diamond is in her digestive system. And then, of course, here we go. Yep, and then we got this, of course, Harley Quinn's delusions with Roman and Harley as Marilyn Monroe dancing until the second punch. Yep, and now back to, where was I? Oh yeah. After she knocked down the prisoners, then we got to the motorcycle gang, The Lost. Wait, The Lost? Wait. Okay, whoever's the motherfucker that put that script in needs to be fired, because I'm talking about Birds of Prey, not Grand Theft Auto. But other than that, motorcycle gang. Here we go. The motorcycle gang are looking for that girl, and they are mercenaries of Roman Sionis. And yeah, Roman in this, he's feminine. No. Because of the style he wears. But yeah. And then, of course, she went into hiding and then just used the dynamite. And then there was, of course, who's making that shot against her and the girl? It's a Frida Garato looking bitch. Her grievance? I don't know. Oh yeah, and the grievance of Rowan, like of course, the club, and I forgot oh yeah, have a vagina, and voting for Bernie, and all that shit. Well, I'm surprised they didn't add fucking Trump to that, you know? Yeah, like say, I'm glad there's nothing woke, you know? No Orange Man bad or something, you know? You know, or that nonsense, because, you know, Trump's not that bad, but, you know, no, I mean, he's terrible at leadership, but he's not, you know, a bad person, you know? That's terrible at leadership, but fuck it. Let's just go to what happens next. What happens next, of course, Renee Montoya was fired. Oh, well, I'll get to that later. And then, of course, meet Doc. Her grievance? Sorry, his grievance against her? None. Hallelujah. Well, the angelic choir. And then, of course, we get to what happened to the mob, the gangster leader, and the others were shot, and his family was shot. But, however, we are, of course, get to the shopping, and then they go see of the hyena. You want to know what the hyena's name is? Huh? Well, unfortunately, the hyena's name is Bruce. Named after Bruce Wayne, a.k.a. Batman. I mean, what the fuck? Really? I mean, that's gotta be some bullshit, you know? Some Easter egg bullshit. But, you know, that connection's understandable. But still, naming him after a philanthropist? Billionaire? Most eligible bachelor? That's gotta be the fucking stupidest thing ever. And then, of course, they were spending time. And then Doc, of course, he met with the crossbow killer. And they had a montage. But it turns out she was the one who, of course, had an origin. And in the gang leader and his family was killed, turns out that was her family that were killed, but she was left alive. And she was trained in the assassins. Well, she faked her death. And then she trained, and then a montage everyone called her the crossbow killer from Black Canary. And then that one who shot her family was also killed. Was killed by her. And then they cut the black mask saying, the crossbow killer. And then, the crossbow killer. But then, of course, the crossbow killer. But she got really, really pissed, saying her name is actually Huntress. Huh. But, and then, of course, she spared the dog to find out where is Harley Quinn. And then, of course, Harley Quinn and the girl have been found by the police. And then, but then where's one of Rowan's henchmen? Name? Don't know. References? Never have a dick. He's a dick. And then, of course, the explosion. And Bruce? 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 You okay, Bruce? And then she's looking for Bruce, and then the doc was packing up because nothing personal, just business. In other words, he sold her out. And then has an idea. And then back at Ronan's club, and then one of the members was laughing. Well, of course, after he said, "Fuck!" Because, because of Harley Quinn and that girl did not die. Well, Harley Quinn did not die. And then, of course, laughed and said, "Edith, do the dance." Then, of course, or she was doing the dance and then ordered one of the members to strip her. And, of course, just stripped her into her lingerie. Really? So we're not going to have tits and vagina shown on Birds of Prey? I mean, it's an R-rated movie, and of course you got to show some tits and breasts. Sorry, some tits and a vagina. Just like Cersei was like Cersei on Game of Thrones Season 5, where she had to go down in a walk of shame. Before Season 8 should take a walk of shame. And then Renee Montoya has officially been suspended for failing her, and I forgot, Black Canary tried to get away, but Roman don't want to. Don't want him to. Or don't want her to quit, to betray her. And then, of course, the guy named Victor will go. And I'll take him, and then, of course, ask her to pull over. And then, they, of course, revealed that she is a, quote, fucking rat. And then ask her to kill her. And then, of course, he showed the scars, and oh my god. Now I realized. The one who cut off the faces, the scars on his chest, scar on his face, that is Victor Sass. Oh my. Oh dear fucking Christ. I did not know that. I mean, until I saw the scars. And then, of course, Roman was really pissed off. And then he put on the black mask. And that's how Roman Sionis becomes the Black Mask. Well, he's famous for that because he's a ruthless killer. And then we got the ambush scene with Victor's ass and, shot Harley Quinn with the tranquilizer. Then Black Canary tried to get the girl out. Ooh, Harley Quinn tried to, so spare her life. And then Victor turns against her. Well, Renee Montoya had a fight. She got drunk, and then, of course, she fell out the window, but how did she survive? And then, of course, we got to the killer crossbow. The crossbow killer. But then she got, she's got a more potty mouth than Swear.net. Well, I wonder if she was part of Swear.net, the actress playing Huntress. That's just a fucking... And then, of course, Harley Quinn saved the day. They kill, and Huntress kill Victor Sass. Wow. She just killed a serial killer. And then they were preparing for war while the gear up. Like Daddy's Little Monster, another throwback of it. Oh yeah, they were at the booby trap. Well, it's not a strip club, sadly. It's like the amusement park from Arkham Knight DLC with Batgirl on there. Another Easter egg. You know what? Take a drink every time I mention an Easter egg involving video games, which my clone, Mr. 46.1 Amateur, does. Okay? Okay. But then we see the gangs saying, in order to keep the girl alive, $500,000. They keep her alive, and then the other half for the Harley Quinn and the other women dead. And then she has the grenades. And then, of course, with I think it's like the from the Arkham City. I think it's the same one from Arkham City that the one that Harley Quinn wears in the Arkham City. And then Black Canary, and then Huntress, and oh my God! And then they get prepared. And then Rhoda just had the message that to show these little bitches. You know? And then they all go down the slide to escape, but Huntress just killed the henchman who was going down. And then it's kind of like at a fun house. Well, with henchmen, plays Barracuda. And then the little girl was, of course, still not happy with her. However, because she is really pissed off for what Harley did. And then, of course, get the last guy who'd been hit in the balls, and then he died. Wait, he died by hitting balls? Then, of course, because of the scene where they get out of the booby trap, and then Renee's been shot by Black Mask. And then, of course, the birds of prey were being shot at. And of course, if there's any bullets, Black Canary, of course, just don't want to use the last bullet, but Huntress used her last arrow. But is Renee Montoya going to be alright? Oh, wait. Wait, what? Oh, never mind, she's fine. It turns out that what she wears is a bulletproof vest. And then Black Canary got out of the way. And then she fainted, she's useful. And then Harley Quinn, of course, saw the little girl been taken. And then, of course, she makes pursuit to find her, to rescue her from the Black Mask. And then, I think that was Huntress making a save, and then in a fall pursuit with Black Mask, and then of course she got injured in the motorcycle, while the rest are dead. The driver flames, and then that guy got out of the car, and Black Mask tried to shoot Harley, and Harley tried to rescue her, and then the road tried to take the wheel, but then he got hit with a stone. Is he dead? And then Harley took off the skates and followed them, but nope! Survived. And then the courts gave him a message. Well, about, tell him about the Joker. And her never meant to be that, of course, it's a very stupid lesson out there. And then, of course, said, I'm Harley fucking Quinn. And then shoot the last bullet to the statue. Harley fucking Quinn? More like Harley Quinn fucking up! You done fucked it up, Harley Quinn. You done fucked it up. But wait, you remember the scene where they prepared themselves, like Renee Montoya with a bulletproof Harley Quinn Arkham City wear, and then of course Black Canary with the guns, and then Huntress with arrows, and that little girl, of course, and Harley Quinn with the mallet, the hammer. Although we do have, like, the little girl, it was carrying grenades. A grenade. And with the ring. And then, of course, it turns out that Roman had a grenade inside his system. That Harley Quinn knocked him down, and who was screaming all the way to the ward that his limbs were shown. And I was just like, whoa, fuck me. And then there was blood everywhere. And Hunter said, is he dead? Yes. And he's like, good. And then Hunter's like, fucking hate that guy. Who's up for tacos? And of course they dance with a taco stand with Harley Quinn giving margaritas to the birds of prey. And then it ends with Harley Quinn taking the car with the birds of prey in the restaurant. And then, of course, or play I'm a Motherfucker. And I think that's the name of the song. Of course it is R-rated. It's a fucking R-rated film. It don't deserve to be R-rated. Or it's not necessary to have it R-rated. Because, I mean, Joker was R-rated because it is a thriller. Because it's a thriller based on a DC characters. Like the Waynes and the and the Crime Alley, and of course everything. In Gotham, and Arkham Asylum. And then Renee Montoya left, and then he joined the other two. But, let's see. Wait, excuse me? What happened to Bruce? I thought he was killed by the henchmen, but it turns out Bruce, the hyena, is fine because he was just walking around Chinatown. The beaver then enjoyed her sandwich and then wink at the camera, and that's the end. No, I didn't stick around for the post-credit because the mid-credit scene, because I'm obviously going to think it's going to end like Deadpool. Post-credit, But like I say, post-credit, good stuff, But she did happen to tease, like, Bruce Wayne. Alright, guys. I'm going to end this movie review. Because now, it's a double episode. That's where I'm going to recap the Oscars. Of how many awards did Joker win out of the nominations?
Okay, guys, right now we are at the 2020 Oscars. So far, only Joaquin Phoenix won for Best Actor. Right, for both. But what about the others? Well, for Best Original Score. Oh yeah, Joker also won for Best Original Score. Only. Hold on. Just check the nominees. For Best Picture, Parasite won. The Best Actor that was also nominated, Antonio Banderas, Leonardo DiCaprio, Adam Driver, and Jonathan Pryce. Well, there's no actress that nominated. Nope. This one? Nope. No, it's a live-action film. But for Best Cinematography, 1917 is the winner, so yeah, I knew this was gonna win because I love the cinematography of it. The others, besides Joker, were nominated, like The Irishman, The Lighthouse, and What's About to Happen in Hollywood. Best costume design, Little Women won that. Beating out Jojo Rabbit, The Irishman, and What's About to Happen in Hollywood. I'm just saying that, of course, besides. And the winner for Best Director, Bong Joon-ho. For Parasite, the Quentin Tarantino, Sam Mendes, Todd Phillips, and The Irishman. Well, that's a fiction, not documentary. Jeff Ruff, Jay Gemino, Tom Eagles, and Thomas Shoemaker. But I'm from the line for Fuller vs. Ferrari. Bombshell, one for regular hairstyling. You have Judy, Maleficent, thank God for that. And 1917. Shane. And Joker beat out Little Women, A Marriage Story, 1917. And Brother Skywalker. Not nominated for that. And that's for the Ferrari web for sound editing and 1917 web for sound mixing. And 1917 web for visual effects. And Jojo Rabbit web for adapted screenplay and writing. And that's pretty much it. Out of the 7 nominees, Joker has happened to win 7 nominations. Alright guys, that's gonna do about it for this double episode. I will be back tomorrow, however, to cover Marvel content, and then I'll be back next Wednesday to talk about things before the Clone Wars gets the Disney Plus, and maybe soon. That'll be just 3 days off. Alright guys, that's gonna be about it, and I will see you guys next time.